Hi everyone and welcome. You're here today with Andy Vakri Divine of Divine Essence, and I have a new video for you today. It's not from Atlanta, I promise. I'm back at home, and I actually got a gift through the mail. It's two crystals, and so I wanted to make a video on them because I thought the gift was really cute. It was handmade, and then with it came these two crystals that I wanted to talk about because I haven't actually addressed them. And so what I'm going to do today is just show you the gift a little bit, and then explain the just basically all the healing properties of the two crystals. So today we're going to be addressing Angelite, which is this little guy right here. Blue stone. It's actually a blue anhydrite is what it's called, and anhydrite is actually this guy right here. I'm actually going to bring it closer so you can see the beauty of it. I hope you can see that. Do you see the sparkles on it? See how it's like a wing? They call it an angel wing because it literally shimmers like a wing and it looks like one. And so obviously if it's called angel wing, it's because it has some relation to angels. And so anhydrite is the wing that I was showing you, and then the angelite is actually blue anhydrite. So it's a certain form of anhydrite. And Angelite is really pretty blue. Typically, we use it for the throat. It can also work in the higher realm of the third eye, even the crown. It's mostly related to spirituality, to connecting with your angels, that kind of thing. I'll go through that in a second. What I want to show you is the cute little bag it came in, which I thought was just adorable. So I want to say thank you to Gina. Gina is the one that made these for me, and she actually crochets this by hand. I hope you can see the detail because I think it's just so cute. And so what you do is you put the crystal in this little pouch that she creates for the crystal. And by the way, she makes them in different colors so that depending on what color you're working with which chakra you're working with, you can have a little pouch that's of the same color. So here, because we're talking connection to the divine, we're talking about the crown, the little pouch is actually white. And so I thought that was really cute. So it looks something like this. So you can just put it in a little pouch and you can carry it with you. You can either put it around your neck, so you can have it here, and so I thought this was just adorable. I just wanted to share with you guys this. And then the other thing that she made for me is also crocheted, and it's actually a beautiful piece of amethyst. I'm just going to bring it closer here so you guys can see the amethyst piece right there. And then the handwork, again, I'm going to bring it close. Sorry guys, I just want you to see how beautiful this is. And it's all handmade. It has little beads, different types of beads in there too that are into the crocheted strings, and then the pendant at the bottom. And so these were the two crystals that I wanted to talk about today. So it's going to be Angelite and Amethyst. And so I'll get started with that. So Angelite, when we think of the properties of Angelite, it's really about stimulating the higher chakras. Remember I said throat, third eye, crown. Those are the three that we typically work with when in relation to Angelite. Let's see, what do I have here? It's all about communication, right? So remember that when we talk about the throat, the color that we associate with the throat chakra is blue, and so this works best when you place it on your throat chakra in terms of opening the gateways to communication. However, where Angelite is special is that it actually opens the gateway to communication, but with the higher realms, which is why it works with the other chakras too, in that it connects you to your guides, to your angels, your guardian angels. All of that is basically what Angelite is there to assist you with. And so it's really in terms of receiving that kind of guidance and help and downloads, so to speak, the spiritual downloads that we get from our guides, and being open to that. So it's a lot of work or assistance in working with your what I call the unseen team, which is your team of angels, your team of guides, the invisible that we don't see. So the higher beings, the higher realms that really assist us on this plane on Earth. And the other thing that it can also do, aside from communication with the higher realms, is that it allows that spiritual guidance and development and intuition to be open, to be aware, and then also, like I said, to receive the downloads that are coming through. And so it's a pretty powerful stone, this little guy over here. And so that's basically what I would say. One other thing that I'd like to mention about Angelite is that it's also very good with dreams. Sometimes I have people asking me what kind of crystals are good for dreams, and so I would say that Angelite is definitely one of the ones that you can use. There's other things like hemimorphite, the Amethyst, which we're going to talk about in a minute. So all of those are really, really good for sleep, dreams, remembering your dreams, lucid dreaming, symbolism, dream symbolism, that kind of a thing, dream interpretation. All of these crystals help with that. So that's my spiel on the Angelite, and I'll show you my amethyst in a minute. So, well, I have lots of amethyst, but I'll just show you a couple. So this was the pendant. One more time, I'm just going to show you that pretty little thing right there. And I have a few different types. I'll just show you some. It's basically just crystal matrix here that you can see. So you see the matrix at the bottom is just pure rock, and then you have the amethyst here, and then there's another one that you can see. I hope you guys can see well. Got a new camera, so I really hope that this is working well. I'm super excited about it. And then this is just an amethyst point that you have right here. Again, I hope you guys can see this well. All right. Okay, so when we talk about amethyst, it's probably the most common crystals that people know about. So if you take a person that knows nothing about crystals, amethyst is probably going to be the only crystal they know something about or that they're attracted to. It's kind of like the I don't know, it's just a crystal that everyone is attracted to. It has such a nice vibration. It has a I don't know if it's because it's protective. I don't know if it's because it's purifying, but people are drawn to it. There's a certain pull in the crystal that people feel all the time. As soon as they see amethyst, it's like, ooh, and it's not that all crystals do that to some extent or others. I mean, crystals are they're just beautiful in that sense, and they just pull you, and you see a crystal, you just want to go to it and see, like, wow, what a marvel. But I would say that amethyst kind of like tops everything else, especially for beginners or for people that are just getting introduced to crystals. Amethyst is like the go-to stone for that. And so, like I said, amethyst is versatile in a lot of ways. Most of the times people say that it's a great purifier, a great protector. It's very good for addictions, that kind of a thing. And that's great. For me, what I really resonate with is because, again, there's a reason why these two crystals came together, I think, and so I really resonate with the properties that are similar to Angelite, and so amethyst is also very good to open up the higher gateways. So typically you would use amethyst for your third eye or for your crown, depending on the color combination that you associate to the two chakras. But both of the higher chakras are used with amethyst, so they're very good to open up that channel, to open up the gateway to basically connect to the source. And so amethyst is very good for that, and that divine connection and to source is really good in that it allows divine intervention to flow. It allows messages to come through. Remember that amethyst for the third eye means that when your third eye is open, it has a lot to do with intuition. It has a lot to do with, insights, right? And so when you work with amethyst, what happens is that you actually open the gateway for those insights to come through, which is also something that Angelite does too, in that you're more open to receiving messages from the higher realms, from angels, from guardian angels, and so on. The other thing that I would say is that in addition to it sort of promoting these higher states of consciousness where you're a lot more aware and you're working more from the mental realm, the other thing it does is it's actually very it's kind of like a protective blanket. So this is where the protective part comes in, where it acts kind of like a bubble of light is what the metaphor is. If you read in books like the Book of Stones, or the Crystal Bible, or any crystal book that gives you the properties, a lot of the times it gets associated with this big bubble of light. And the reason for that is because it has protective elements. And so a lot of the times people actually will put amethyst around their bed, or by their head, like maybe under the pillow, or anywhere around their bed, because it basically shields their whole bed into this bubble of light, and so they're protected the same way that you would put a blanket on, and when you put the blanket on you feel protected, right, when you go to bed. So it's the same idea, except that it's actually the crystal that does that for you. The other thing is that, again, so I was saying that it clears the channels. It allows for that psychic opening, so that the downloads are coming through from the higher realms, because the connection to source is well established. And again, like I said, it also helps communicating with your guides, with your angels, and complete surrender to the divine, basically. So again, we're very much focused on the top 3 or top 2 when it comes to amethyst, and there's definitely huge similarities between the 2 crystals, and they work really well together. So, for example, if you were to meditate a little bit for 5 to 10 minutes, you don't need to meditate very long, but if you were to place, let's say, your Angelite on your throat, and then your amethyst on your third eye, these would be great ways to actually start communicating with the higher realms, getting in touch with your guides, receiving insights. If there's something that's really bothering you, amethyst is really good in terms of mental clarity. It really clears your mind and really allows for that third eye to open, so that you can gain insights from your higher self, basically. So that's what I have for today. I just wanted to share with you my goodies that I got in the mail, and then at the same time just give you a little brief run of what are the properties of the crystals. And I'll be sending videos as I can. I like to make them every now and again, whether I'm in remote areas or at home with crystals or gifts that I get. So I'll be seeing you guys next time, probably in a few days again. I'm going to try to make this a regular thing, and I try my best. So I'll see you soon. Thank you very much for tuning in, guys. I love you. Mwah.